Yo, what is up guys, Ghost here, and today we are talking specialists. We have some new rumours in the works of just what specialist is going to be joining the pack, as it were, with the release of Season 1. I know guys, this is the news that you have been waiting to hear all year long. What is the next specialist going to be in Battlefield 2042? That was a joke, of course. Nobody wants to know that because most people don't really like the specialists. However, this does confirm that they're here to stay. Some people have, of course, speculated that the specialist rework they're going to do will include getting rid of them completely and using the AI player skins as class skins instead. I think this confirms that that is definitely not going to happen, and they will almost certainly instead be put into their different categories, although that's just my speculation. Okay, so moving on to Temporeal's findings here. He says that Liz, as she's called, is shaping up to be the new specialist in Battlefield 2042 Season 1. But unfortunately, her appearance and abilities are still unknown. However, this is a good opportunity to check out some deleted traits and specialities like electrified barbed wire, for example, based on the technical playtest. So here are some of the abilities that Temporeal has found and may or may not be Liz's abilities. So first we've got Ghost Walker. Going prone removes you from the enemy combat network. You are undetectable when prone and can crawl faster than other specialists. Obviously that sounds like sort of a recon type specialist there. Then you've got target acquired. When you aim down the side of your weapon, you automatically spot enemies, reporting them to the combat network. I believe in Battlefield 4 there was a small attachment that came out with one of the DLCs for your weapon, where this would essentially do the same thing, auto spot people that you ADS'd. So those two traits together could definitely work as some sort of a new recon specialist. Now this one to me is interesting. Improved repair tool. Repair and upgrade an asset at an exponentially faster rate. When this specialist is inside a vehicle, that vehicle continuously replenishes health. Honestly, the continuously replenishing health thing, that sounds a little bit too overpowered, but the improved repair tool, that sounds like a good idea. Honestly, the repair tool in 2042 is woefully underutilized. Nobody ever runs the repair tool. I can't think of one example where I had a squaddy or a teammate come over to my tank and help me out by repairing me. That just doesn't really seem to happen, mainly because nobody has the repair tool. It would be even more cool if this repair tool was a specialist only gadget, so that way you can actually take the improved repair tool and then maybe, you know, an AA launcher or an RPG or something to go along with that and make more of a proper true engineer class out of it. Then we have eyes in the sky. You automatically spot enemies while you are airborne. Again, that sounds like a sort of vehicle user's dream right there. And then electrified barbed wire simply reads, damaging enemies nearby the barbed wire. I guess this would be some barbed wire that you throw down in a certain location. Maybe it could act as cover in some way, I'm not sure, but predominantly to stop enemies getting over that area. Now, as for the actual name of Liz, Temporeal speculation on this is that the new specialist is actually from Poland. And apparently Liz means fox in Polish. So if there's any Polish viewers, let me know down below in the comments if that's actually correct or not. Patch 4.0 also included a new title named Guardian of Gdansk, Gdansk being a city in the north of Poland. That could be a sheer coincidence, of course, but I guess we'll find out for that soon enough. Now, on the other hand, it could also be that all of those traits were just left in the game files for whatever reason, or left in the playtest build, and they've since been scrapped. They just thought they weren't good enough, they weren't interesting enough, and maybe none of those traits are going to be part of Liz's overview. But for whatever reason, Temporeal seems to think that this Liz is going to be the Season 1 specialist. Now, that's not all he's found, though. Recently, he also found a bunch of 3D models for 3 unreleased melee weapons. We have seen a lot of unreleased content out of Temporeal recently, everything from weapons to vehicles, but he hasn't posted many melee weapons. So here we actually have the 3D models for them, and the one on the left there is the Kanjar knife, then we have the Wakizashi, a Japanese sword of some description, and then finally the Santa Muerte cane sword. I have actually heard of this one before from Temporeal, but we've never gotten to see the actual 3D models until now. He also notes here that preview videos of the individual kill animations aren't available yet. We'll see if one of these weapons makes its way into the game. That Santa Muerte cane sword, that really screams microtransactions, like it's a special weapon that you can buy for money, and it probably comes with a special kill animation. So yeah, do with that information what you will, I guess. Next we have yet another unreleased helicopter. This is the Ka-99 Hannibal, and this Russian helicopter is described as the most advanced attack helicopter in the world and draws its inspiration from the Ka-58 Black Ghost. Now you guys might remember some weeks ago I made a separate video on the RAH-68 Shoshone, the other helicopter, the US helicopter that was discovered by Temporal as well in the files and never really came to see the light of day. So I guess this is sort of its brother, right? This was the US helicopter, and now the Ka-99 Hannibal is the Russian counterpart to that. Again, as always with all of this unreleased stuff, we don't know which parts of it have just been scrapped and left in the game files, which things have been added in and are possibly coming in Season 1. And finally here we have what is actually a new player card. Temporal seems to think this is actually an unknown soldier set that is simply being teased by the player card. The player card is called They Come Out at Night, and it was introduced with patch 4.0. This is similar to Casper's Tuscan Raider set. Temporal actually found the 3D model for that one in the game files and the player card. This time around he's only got the player card and he can't actually find the 3D model, but it looks like this could be a set coming in the future. That is going to do it for this one, guys. As always, leave me your thoughts down below. Have a good one, subscribe for more Battlefield, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.